Snackboy doesn't have to take his clothes off to have a good time. No, no.
Welcome, Snackboy. I'm your host, Terry Crummett, a.k.a. Snackboy, and you are my friend in Cyberland. And today, I was reading the message board, the Snackboy message boards, and a couple of messages said, Snackboy, you're being an Indian giver not too long ago in the very recent past, Snackboy. Someone who looks a lot like you, Snackboy, promised to be nude on one of your episodes. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Well, here's what's going on. The reason I have not been naked, butt ass naked, people, pee naked, is because when I was a kid, you know, a lot of you who have watched the show and had a little snack relationship with me for a little while have known that, remember I had a crush on that girl Corey Smith in the first grade, and remember how my zipper of the pants my mom had bought me was broken, and my little tinkler, well, at the time it was little, it was the first grade. Yours would be little too. Yours would be little too, and your little tinkler too. My little tinkler was hanging out, and I was really embarrassed because, you know, Corey saw my little tinkler. I wasn't wearing my underoos at the time. So what happened is now, ever since then, I've had this like little phobia of being naked, but I really want to do it to exercise my demons. I want to get this out of my system, and I need your help in Cyberland, because coming up I think I'm going to do a naked show, and I'm only doing it for you to help me exercise my personal nude demons. All the little demons that live inside of me, they're all naked. So also here's another naked story that adds up. This one's not as essentially disturbing as when Corey Smith saw me naked in the first grade. But this one's when I was getting baptized at Clifton Park Baptist Church, where, yes, my mother, Sue Crummett, who just did a great job during the Crummett Sweets Week. Well, she wants to know. By the way, please write something nice about my mom on the message board about how good a job she did on the show. She was such a trooper. Oh, how she terrorized me in her little interview. And she's curious how she did, and I think she did great. Mom, you did great. I'm validating you, Susan Lynn Crummett. I'm validating you. So what happened was I was getting baptized at Clifton Park Baptist Church, and there's this little bathroom up near the, you know, what's it called? The baptismal, where you could change, and at a girl's bathroom and a guy's bathroom. Well, you know how a lot of mothers let their little kids change in the women's bathroom. Well, my mom, because I was a little kid getting baptized, said, "Oh, Terry, come in here now. I will watch the door." Well, guess who forgot to watch the door? Sue Crummett. So I'm in the women's restroom, and I'm all wet, clinging with this white, see-through, like, you know, baptismal robe, you know, just like you could see my nipples through the robe. I'm not trying to be sacrilegious, but, you know, nipples are made by God too if you're a Christian. And so what happened was I was in there, my nipples, my tinkler, it was all like pressed against. You know how white gets wet? It just clings to you. It clings to your very naked private thing. So this mother and her little girl came in and opened the door, and there I am, you know, stripping, and I couldn't even see them. I could just hear them because I was just getting the robe over my head, and my wet, glistening, like 11-year-old ashamed body hit the light from the hall, and I heard, "Oh, no, close your eyes, honey, don't look, mommy," and I was humiliated. What do you do when you're trying to pull a robe off your head and it's stuck around your neck because of it's wet? Oh, people, so I took one hand and I covered my tinkler, and I took the other hand and I kept trying to pull it off my head, and she was like, "Come on, honey, go." Oh, people, only lasted a couple seconds, but to this day, time has stopped. I want Celine Dion. Celine, I know you're a big fan of Snackboy, and I appreciate you watching the show. I'd like Celine Dion to write a little song about this drama, you know, like, near for... No, I can't do it to the Titanic theme, but Celine, it's really time you start giving back to the community, those of us who had snacks to share. Anyway, if you ever had something naked, dramatic happen to you, I'd love for you to share. I'm collecting them right now, and I'm gonna share it with the rest of Cyberland. Near for as nude as you are, I believe that the baptism goes on.